Hey everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA. So I just wanted to show you, this is a follow-up video to the one I did yesterday. The one I did yesterday was showing drip irrigation that was done wrong. This is a landscape that was done about 2 years ago, and it was promised to the owners of the building wanted to make sure that they did the right thing and put in plants that are more drought tolerant and don't need a lot of water, and they wanted something was going to be more low maintenance, and that's like the dream landscape, right? Well, they got plants that are drought tolerant. A lot of these are, some of these are native, some of these are from Australia or the Mediterranean, some succulents here, and so they went for a pretty look. And the drip irrigation unfortunately had to completely be torn out and redone. We tore out any landscape will look good for a year or two, and then if it's not, drip irrigation is not put in properly, it'll actually, you'll tell about it a year or two later. And this is not quite 2 years, and plants were dying. Couldn't figure out why. It was because the drip irrigation was improperly installed, and they had a weed barrier. So when you do a drip irrigation, you're supposed to build a grid. This is a 12, every 12 inches, there's a T that's put in this lateral line, and then we just shoot it out across. Now, with the Rainbird Copper Shield drip, that's what we have here. You can only get about 330, 340 feet before it starts acting improperly, where it won't water uniformly. And water uniformity is really the key to drip irrigation. The dark color here, that's actually blank tubing. So that's used. You can see there's blank tubing that comes out from that's actually from the valve, and then it shoots out into the drip where we want to get drip in. Now, it won't look like this when we're done, because we're going to put a big thick layer of organic mini deco bark on top of this. Look great. I'll probably do a video after that. Over here, we've actually got the last of the drip going in. We have a sprinkler valve. There's the valves right there. The original installer didn't do any pressure regulators, or they didn't do any filters, so those are the new filters we just installed. We left the original valves, but we added filters and pressure regulators. This is how it's done. We're actually stapling it down with these metal staples. They're 6-inch staples every couple of feet, and so we used a few boxes of staples. And we left the original mulch. We pulled out most of the weed fabric, actually all of it. We pulled out the weed fabric. One of the worst things you can do to your landscape is put in weed fabric, because it prevents the mycorrhizal fungi from doing its job of breaking down the soil organic matter and then having the plant benefit from it. So again, I wanted to do this video to show you that this is how it's done right. More drip irrigation. We used several rolls of drip irrigation as we walk down to the other side of the building. This is empty because we're going to build a waterfall here in about 2 weeks. And there's the drip irrigation on that side, main entrance to the business, and then there's going to be a pergola right here, so that's why that's not done. You can see the drip irrigation lines every 12 inches. And this dark pipe, it's called QF header. It's a really cool product made by Rainbird. And so right there, right there, right there, so that you don't have to build manifolds out of PVC pipe. Over here, we've got more Rainbird Copper Shield drip, and then we've got the drip irrigation actually going on this side. It's actually on right now. That's what it looks like. That's the front of the building. And over here, the island. And we've got more over here, over here. I should say something about the tree. I said it in the last video, but this tree, it was double staked originally, but the original installer did not remove the duct tape that the stake was attached to, and so the tree got strangled. So hopefully this thing's gonna be okay. Do take out the tree stake and double stake them, but don't leave the stake in too long. I mean, don't leave it in at all, actually. Okay, more irrigation, and it just continues. We snuck in a couple of dwarf Fuji apple trees right here because this is just a big blank wall. So, shh, I won't say anything if you don't. And more drip irrigation. Same thing with this tree, unfortunately. The original installer, they did not take out the stake, and so check that out. It's actually okay. It's actually on the other side. The green, the tree grew around the green. Not a good thing to do for a tree. And then we come to the back of the project. This palm tree, it's a Mexican fan palm, does not need water at all at this point. So that's it. That's the project. So I'll probably do one more video once we're done, probably next week, at least with the drip irrigation part, and you'll get to see what it looks like with the shredded bark. Mike with Enviroscape, signing off. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.